So guys, let's move forward. Now we'll see the else if statement. Okay, so basically it is used in a program when if statement is having multiple decisions, right? So in if we had one decision, in if else we had two decisions. Now in else if we have multiple decisions. Okay guys, let's see with an example. So here I have declared two variables a and b. I have to check if a is greater than b, if a is less than b, or if a is equals to b. So we have three decisions to be made, right? So we'll need to use the else if statement as well along with the if statement and the else statement. Okay, so let's move forward. First will come the if statement. Okay, so in if I have written the condition a is less than b. Okay, so if this condition is true, only if it is true, then it will enter this curly braces and print the following: a is smaller than b. What if this statement is false? Then it will go to the else if part. Okay, this is the syntax of the else if. So it will go here, it will check this condition. If a is greater than b, if this is true, then it will go inside the curly braces and print a is greater than b. But what if this also is false? Then it will not enter this curly braces and directly go to the else statement and print whatever is in the else statement, like a is equal to b. Okay, so let's see the output. So here if I've given a as 5, b as 3, so it will go here in if statement. A is less than b, so 5 is less than 3. It is false guys, so it will not enter this loop. It will go in else if. It says a is greater than b, 5 is greater than b. Yes, it is true. That's why it will go in this curly braces and print this statement: a is greater than b. Okay, you can see this. Now as this statement became true, it will not execute further. It will not go to the else part. Okay. Now let's see another output. A is equals to 5, b is equals to 5. Okay, so here it will go first. A is less than b, 5 is less than b. No, it is false. Directly it will come here. A is greater than b, 5 is greater than 5. No, it is false. It will directly go to the else part and print whatever it is in the else part. It is written a is equal to b, so the output will be the a is equal to b. Okay, this was the else if statement. Now what is nested if statement? Nested if else. So nested means another if else statement in the body of one if else statement. Okay, you will understand this by the example. Let me show you. So here this is the if statement, this is the else statement. Okay, but do you notice inside the if statement there is another if else statement? Okay, so this is called as the if else nested. Okay, let's see. I have declared two variables a, b. I have given the condition in the first if as a is not equal to b. So only and only when this condition is true, it will enter this brackets, curly braces. Okay. Now if this condition is true, it entered here. It will counter this statement printf and it will print it because the condition was true. So it will print this: a is not equal to b. Okay. First it will print this, then it will come. It will further encounter nested if statement. The condition given here is a is greater than b. Okay, so if this one is true, then it will enter here and print this. Okay, but what if this is false? If this is false, it will directly go to the else statement and print what is written in the else body. Okay, now and you close this if here. Yeah, Now what if A is not equal to B? So it will not enter this part and it will directly go to the else part and print A is equal to B. Okay guys. So the output, if I give two numbers as 5 and 10, so here it will go first, A is not equal to B, it will check it is true, right? So it will go inside this and print this statement first, A is not equal to B. So here it is, A is not equal to B. Okay, further it moves, A is greater than B. So 5 is greater than 10. It is false. So it will not go inside this, it will directly come to the else part and print whatever is in the body of the else part. So it is B is greater than A. So it will write B is greater than A. Okay guys. This was the nested if else, and the last one we are going to see is the ternary operator. The ternary operator is also called as the conditional operator. Okay, so it basically takes less space and helps to write if else statements in the shortest way possible. Let's see the syntax first. So this is the syntax. Expression 1, question mark, that is the symbol. Expression 2, double quotes, and expression 3. Okay, this will be the syntax here. And let's see an example. So basically what happens here, let's see with the help of example. I have declared two variables, integers A and B. I have written the first expression as A is less than B. So guys, this first expression is the deciding expression. Okay, so if this statement is true, then it will go to the next expression, that is expression 2, and print that expression. Okay, but if this is false, then it will directly go to the expression 3 and print whatever is there in the expression 3. Okay, so here I have taken A as 5, B as 2. A is it will check A is less than B, 5 is less than 2, false. It is false, so it will not execute this. It will directly go to this expression and print A is greater. See, you can see in the output A is greater. Now let's see another output. If A is 10, B is 15, A is greater than less than B, 10 is less than 15, it is true. So it will directly go to the next expression and print A is less. A is less. It will not go here. Okay, this was it. Let's see an assignment. You can do this. You have to just check if the number is even or odd. Okay, so there will be one if statement and another else statement. In if statement, you need to write the condition like this: A mod 2 equal to 0. So what mod 2 means? Mod gives you the remainder. So if the remainder is 0, then it is an even. But if the remainder is odd, then it will be, if the remainder is 1 or anything else than 0, then it will be an odd number. Okay, try this out guys.